Thank you for joining us today. And in this video, we are going to practice on average and instantaneous rate of change. Let's jump right in. So now we saw that all the videos that we did, for us to find the instantaneous rate of change, we need to, solve for the average rate of change to check if it depends on age before now we can work with the instantaneous rate of change. But with this one, we just need to find the instantaneous rate of change without even the question asking for average rate of change. So remember the order from the right, we need to differentiate it and then we plug in the value at that point, right? So now we have p of x, which is equal to 2x plus 3, and we want to differentiate. This is going to give us 2. So now at that point when x is equal to 4, it's still 2. Why? Because the value here does not depend on x. So no matter the value that we are going to put in, we are going to get the same thing. Similar one here, we have f of x to be equal to e to the power x. We need to find f prime of x, which is going to give us the same ex. And then at that point is when x is equal to 0. So e to the power 0, and this is going to give us 1. Good. So now the idea is that, e here is a constant, right? And a constant which is not 0 to the power 0 is 1, right? So that is how you can find instantaneous rate of change using derivatives, right? Now let's look at this one. Now this one we want to look at a function which is in terms of x, and then sine. We are saying that x is the radian, and then we want to find the average rate of change from 0 to pi on 2. Then we look at the instantaneous rate of change at pi on 2. So same idea, write down the formula, right? So the average rate of change is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a, right? So what is b? B is pi. What is a? A is equal to 0. So what are we going to have? We are going to have f of pi on 2 minus f of 0 divided by pi on 2 minus 0. Let's simplify. We have f of pi on 2 minus f of 0 divided by pi on 2. Now let's go and look for the function. F of x is equal to sine of x. Now you can see that this one is in parentheses and this one is also in parentheses already, so we don't need to do anything. So now we need to look for f pi on 2, which is equal to sine of pi on 2. Sine of pi on 2, what is sine of 90, is 1. Then we need to look for f of 0. Same thing here, we plug it in there. So we are going to have sine of 0, and sine of 0 is 0. So let's bring them here. So now let's bring them here. This is going to be, this one is 1 minus 0 divided by pi on 2, and this is the same as 1 over, so 1 divided by pi on 2. So this divided by here is the one here, right? So 1 minus 0 is 1, and this divided by here is here, and I have this one here. So this is going to be 1 times, so I'm changing the division to multiplication, so I need to reciprocate it, and I'm going to have 2 on pi. So this will be the average rate of change. Now let's look at the instantaneous rate of change. So with the instantaneous rate of change, we just need to differentiate the function. So f of x is equal to sine x. So what is f prime of x? That is going to be cos of what? X. Then at the point x is equal to pi on 2, we are going to have cos of pi on 2. What is cos of pi on 2? Which is 0.